It's the Friday before the 4th of July weekend, 2021. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And, it's 245 years ago that a brave group of people declared that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. And among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That rocked the world. Nobody at that time fully understood what freedom would mean for the prosperity of man. And since that time, we have become the wealthiest country in the world, not in spite of, but because of our freedom. And, it's a precious gift that is always under assault. And it's really under assault these days. There are a whole lot of folks who aren't too happy with the freedom that we have. And the sad thing is that every one of those people is better off because they live in the United States than if they lived elsewhere. So I want to share 3 quotes with you about freedom and about their necessity that freedom is the foundation on which we build a prosperous society. So there, Nikolai Berdyaev, I believe it is, he was a Russian philosopher, and he actually ended up, he was in Russia in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and he actually was expelled from Russia for his proselytizing about freedom. And what I love is this quote that says, creativity is the mystery of freedom. And I love that because I think a lot of us don't fully understand why it is that freedom brings about creativity. But I'm going to go up against the edge of politics right now. But think of it this way. So creativity is the mystery of freedom. So, we now have this unparalleled, massive bureaucracy that just sucks money out of people in Washington, D.C. And ask yourself this question: who needs whom more? If the American people disconnected from Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. would shrivel because it has no lifeblood. They depend on sucking from the creativity and productivity of the American people. If Washington, D.C. were to be disconnected from the American people would be fine. The American people would continue to create solutions in their own lives. And so it's this, I guess we could call it a mystery. I like his quote, but the reality is that it is in that freedom that each of us creates our own solutions and has created an unparalleled country of wealth. The great Milton Friedman, talked about the trade-off. He said, the society that puts equality before freedom will end up with neither. And we are definitely seeing that today, because every time there is an attempt to equalize outcomes, it requires the taking from someone and giving to someone else. And the reality is that you're depriving the person from whom you're taking of their freedom under the auspices of helping the other person, but you're not actually increasing the freedom of the other people. And so, we're in this, this has always been going on. It's the eternal tug of war, and it will always continue to go on. It's the tug of war between security and freedom. But it is truly freedom that must survive in order for there a shot for the entire society to be wealthy and productive. All right, and the last one is from a British artist, and this is under the heading of artistic freedom, but it's applicable. It is truly impossible to be truly artistic without the risk of offending someone. So I make no claim that this is artistic, but I will be very confident that I very likely am offending someone in this video. I don't seek to do it. I'm just comfortable that it can happen. So on this great 4th of July weekend, when we celebrate the liberty in the greatest country of all, you're free to succeed. You're free to fail. You're free to offend. You're free to please. And I just urge you to choose one or more of those this weekend and celebrate a great holiday in a great country and to just enjoy being an American. I'm Robert J. Conley. I will see you next time.